Hey, Fash, it's the 13th of December, Friday the 13th. I try to make note of everything that's revealed to share with you. And I do make tons of notes, but I'd say a good 80–90% of them I'm never able to share. We have life to live. I have a business to run. God has blessed me with the ability to be able to do this. And I just want to share as much as I can with you guys because this is what God is doing. He's revealing everything we need to know to understand that we're in a spiritual war. The evil and darkness emerging in this world through the chaos is so evident, so obvious, that you need to be either dead asleep or delusional, or you have chosen to serve this evil that we see so abundantly showing its head in this world, okay? And I see these things every day like many of us do, and we just don't get the opportunity to share them and leave links to things in hopes that some of you will share this stuff and create your own. Anything that I show you, it's shown to me, you guys. I don't own it. It's everybody's. This is the whole point. God's pouring this out for everyone to take and run with. Well, I'll tell you, I'm just an old iron worker in his older age, and this stuff here is a gift. This is a absolute gift from God for all of us. I just never feel like I can share it enough. When I do share these things, all the glory, all goes to God. I would never figure this stuff out on my own. You know what I mean? Praise God, he's just revealing everything to us. So, all that being said, I want to share this with you real quick. I saw this article last night, the end of the day. NASA, all over the place. There's like dozens of these articles about this OSIRIS Rex that is going to land on an asteroid. You can believe that if you want, but this is what they're telling us. And this OSIRIS Rex, which is just, you can't get around this stuff. Why are you naming these things after these demonic gods? It's just insanity. It's so blatantly in our face, you guys. And this asteroid is called Bennu. And I've talked about Bennu before. Bennu is an ancient Egyptian deity. It is in the form of a bird, and it represents the sun, creation, and rebirth. Okay, and there's a lot of things we could tie into this.
What we've been doing with the egg and the rebirth,
Yeah.
it's meant to signify birthing a new race.
Okay, and I've shown you the Bennu bird in the Bay of San Francisco. In fact, we're going to go there because it's important that people see this. Hopefully this works because it sometimes just doesn't work. And I want to show you this because it is amazing and it's real. And, you know, it's all the devil's work, but it's God that's revealing all this to us, right? So we'll just go down to San Francisco Bay, wait for this thing to load up for us, all right? You got to understand this Bennu is very important in the occult world. And they're saying they're going to collect samples from Bennu. And they give us all these images that I'm going to share with you here in a second. But first, you have to see, here in San Francisco Bay, there's the Golden Gate Bridge right there. And this thing is taking forever to load. You want to turn your map so that up is west, okay? And then you're going to zoom in here, outside of the San Francisco Bay, this little point right here that sticks out, right? And as you zoom in, you're going to see these images right here, okay? Straight off from that little point that sticks out there. And then it starts to come into view. And there they are. This right here is a Bennu bird. This right here is the high priest or priestess that's performing the ritual, the rebirth ritual. This is also directly related to the phoenix bird. Don't forget that because that comes into play in a second here. But this is what you're seeing, all right? This is the head of the bird. It's like an oversized head. This is the beak. This is an oversized eye. I just have to show you this stuff. It's a profile, basically, so you can't see the other eye. The top of the head has some kind of thing off the top of the head, but it's very, very obvious. The neck, the chest of the bird right there, okay? Down the chest of the bird to the feet. It's very obvious, the feet and the tail feathers, which are absolutely undeniably there. And then back up the back of the bird to the neck right in this area, and then the head again. There's the beak again. It is a bird, and it represents a Bennu bird. And this is the priestess of the bird. Obvious and blatant. The eye, the nose, the mouth, the pointed chin, the headdress. The whole thing is right there. There's all kinds of things going on right there. But I had to show you that. You got to go look at this for yourself. Right outside the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, I'm closing this because it makes my computer slow. So you have that, and now you have NASA all over the news talking about taking samples from Bennu. And what's weird is they say they have two choices that they could land their little probe in. Two sites that it can land at, Nightingale and Osprey, which are both obviously birds, right? And there's a lot of numbers we could go into in this and everything. But I want you to just look at these images, and we could actually go over this all day. And remember, it's called Bennu. You have this image here, this osprey, which I'll show you right here. That's that image right there. That's the osprey. And then the other image I want to show you is from their own article, which we see right here. Just got to pull this stuff up for you guys. It's important right here. A region of Bennu's northern hemisphere, close up. This is where they've been looking to land their lander. These two little squares are right over here, and I want you to pay attention to this little square right here for now. That is this one right here, and that's what I've pulled up for you right here, right? So we have that image, and then we have the one that they put up today, this one right here. Remember, we have the Bennu bird and the high priest, which basically this is a good representation. This is what they do, folks. This never went away. This is real stuff. Still going on today. You see they're in the boat. This is a giant ritual just being played out. Now look at this image that they give us, right? I'll start with this one because it's close up. Now, if you want to deny that that is not the profile, which is what you're looking at right there. There's the eye. You see the shadow goes right down the middle of the face. The nose, the mouth, the chin, the side of the face up to the headdress. It's undeniably obvious, okay? That's this image right here of Bennu, right? All these images, look at this one here where they say the osprey. It's the same exact thing. Poor resolution image, but when you zoom in, it is so blatantly obvious. There is the image again. The eye, the nose, the chin right here with, you can even see the sides of the headdress. It's all right there. So from San Francisco Bay to some crazy asteroid out in the middle of nowhere, right? That they're just flying this probe around that happens to be called OSIRIS Rex. I mean, come on, people. The reigning king, Osiris. This is what they're showing you. This is exactly what they're planning. Why San Francisco? Why right outside the Golden Gate? I ask these questions. This is a giant ritual that's ongoing. And I told you how the Bennu also represents the phoenix, right? If we look at this, it's a deity linked with creation, rebirth. It may be the inspiration for the phoenix, right? Where do we see the phoenix? We see it on the 1988 Economist Rothschild magazine. Get ready for a new world currency. Now it said 2018, which I guarantee you it was ready in 2018. It's just time to roll it out now. You understand? January 9th, 1988, that article came out. I mean, think about this. As of the 18th, next Wednesday, it'll have been 11,666 days since that Phoenix came out. The Rothschild Economist magazine, which is also 1,666 weeks. 31 years, there's that 13, 11 months, 9 days, the 9/11, 1666 weeks. That's just odd enough to bring up and to mention. And yesterday also, we had Trump sign another executive order that really doesn't have any clear interpretation. This all points to this Noahide law system, this moral law system that will be imposed. It's just a matter of time. And it will include a Sunday law. This is coming. They only need certain events and certain people to get into certain places to make this real. Just remember, Trump is appointing all these federal judges. And in the 21st degree of Freemasonry is the Noahide, the executioner, the judges, the moral judges. And it is a fact that Christianity is recognized as idolatry through the Noahide laws, punishable by death. You got to just look this stuff up, you guys, because it's happening. And Trump is key. He is the one forwarding this whole thing. He's not who people think he is, folks, unfortunately. That doesn't mean we don't pray for him. God can do absolutely anything. So, it's happening. It's here. Be aware of it. I don't know why we're seeing this Bennu now, but we are.
It's meant to signify birthing a new race.
So, I'll leave it at that. Peace and grace to y'all. Many fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armour of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armour of God,